This is an important question in terms of like growing in terms of revenue. Are you guys running advertisements on Facebook or Meta?
What?
Do not sleep on Facebook. Facebook is huge. I can't stress that enough. If you want to give it a go, just try it out with Reels. That content that you guys get from UGC creators, post that on Reels. Facebook is huge. I love how you guys are on LinkedIn, TikTok. I think you guys are at the right places, but Facebook definitely. What are your pain points? How can we use content and media to be able to alleviate those points? So for example,
you clicked on this link for a reason. I get you. I understand you. I understand where you're coming from. You see, I was at the same place. And what I realized was I was able to build this media company into things that I've never seen before, to be able to grow a podcast, to be able to use media, because propaganda is real. We want to be able to own the narrative. You have a business, you want your business to grow, you want to get more customers, you want to have the in-depth service of showing why you have a unique value proposition. Maybe you want to grow your personal brand and say, you know what, I am a brand and I need to treat myself that way. I need to collaborate with media. I really need to strategically think and see everyone is on their phones. Everyone is on their phones, and it's up to you to show up on their phones in a way that makes them go like this, that makes them go, wow, that person is inspiring. Wow, I really understand that person. Wow, I want to buy that person's product. I want to buy that person's service. I want to invest in that person. That is the day and age we're living in. So you're here for a reason. So now this is how it's going to work. You're going to book a call with me. Once you're going to get on a call with me, my services are bespoke. So I need to assess where you are, where you're trying to go, and how we're going to get you to where you're trying to go through social media, through content, whether that's coming on the podcast, whether that's managing your social media accounts, whether that's helping you curate the content and posting for you on a monthly basis. What are you waiting for? Let's chat.
So I started content creation about 3 years ago. And to be honest, it changed my life because it started off as just documenting the journey, like how can I just document everything that I'm doing? And so obviously through time, it turned into a business, really through our podcast. So obviously, like I told you, we have a podcast that's grown, and our strategy, or what's helped us get to this point, especially from my personal channel, was short form content. I think shorts really helped us grow. Like now we're at over 800,000 on my personal channel on shorts per month, and around 20,000 on the podcast. And so basically it's, helping companies, for example, like that UGC that we did, create that awareness, create storytelling, and we do that through a numerous number of ways. And so when it comes to marketing, so let's say with a company like, it's more so what are your pain points, and then we are kind of like, okay, how can we use content and media to be able to alleviate those points? So for example, that content that I created for you guys, whether that's you guys need that regularly, a lot of pain points are, okay, well, we don't have that much content, or that be able to drive sales, especially when you use that for paid advertisements. Another thing that we do is storytelling. So what I mean by that is having your CEO, your founder, having him on the podcast. Like, how did you start? What were your pain points? How did you be able to create this business for people? And so imagine you have an hour conversation with the CEO, and then within that hour conversation, you have so much short form content that now we provide businesses like you guys, where it's like they're actually getting word from the owner. And it's not marketing as advertisements. No, it's him telling his story, the way it works. And when people hear that from your owner, it's authentic marketing, it's storytelling, it helps them relate and really drives awareness and knowledge about the company. So in short, sorry to kind of go on a little bit of a tangent, but that's really how we help. So with our podcasting package, we do have a premium service, obviously, because we share it not only on our platform in terms of like the reach that we have, but then now breaking up the short clips, but we're always open to negotiation. So for example, for an interview, and then we sell clips from that interview. So for example, you have the podcast interview and then clips of that's a minute 30, him talking about with B-roll, just great footage for your now pages. We sell that at $100 each. So for example, we have a package, let's say you have 5 clips plus the interview for... Yeah, that works. I also have another question, like what problems do you guys have right now? Or when I say problems, like what do you guys need in terms of to keep growing? Yeah. Okay. That's interesting, and I can see what you're saying about the engaging content. So is it you personally who makes some of the content yourself in terms of like being in front of the camera? Makes a lot of sense. And yeah, even when I think about the podcast idea, the reason I also, from an outside perspective, love it is because it's not really us sitting with a script and kind of, when you just know it's an advertisement, even if it's UGC, but genuinely like authentic marketing, it just the story, and I think that's so powerful, and especially if now you guys have that and you can now schedule that in your content. Do you guys, this is an important question in terms of like growing in terms of revenue. Are you guys running advertisements on Facebook or Meta? Yeah. To be honest, a little word of advice: do not sleep on Facebook. Facebook is huge. I can't stress that enough. And even if you want to give it a go, just try it out with Reels. Like those that content that you guys get from UGC creators, post that on Reels. Facebook is huge, and I love how you guys are on LinkedIn, TikTok. I think you guys are at the right places, but Facebook definitely. Like even for me, like with the other companies that I work with in terms of, okay, we create content, but now the affiliate links, like I signed up with you guys. Now, even for me, we run ads, and definitely Facebook is huge. Like if we can drive people from Facebook. So anyway, that was just a word of advice. Yeah, definitely, especially if you do all those platforms. But okay, no, that's good. As I said, it was just good to meet you, get to know what you guys are looking for in terms of how we can solve that problem. As I said, I definitely think the podcast idea is amazing, and as I said, I'll get that proposal for you. And even with something like that, we can run advertisements in between that episode as well. And this is really awareness campaign, like who is. And I think when we start off there, sit down 45 minutes to an hour to really get to know the co-founder, how he started this company, the vision for the company. Because as I said, when I was learning about it, I was like, I signed up on the platform, and it's good, you have everything in one place. And so now it's just, how can we spread that out to more people like me, more business owners in a time where you're getting so many. So I do see a lot of potential and future with you guys. So yeah, anyway, I'll get that over to you, and it was really nice to get to know. Let me tell you, YouTube changed my life. Being able to start a media company, being able to go out there and just be myself, it's been one of the most impactful things. And part of growing on YouTube, a huge part of growing on YouTube that people don't realize, is your YouTube description. So people need to find your videos, right? So the more clearer you are with SEO and the way you word your description of what's happening in the video, the better way it's going to be found. And the same thing if you're writing a blog post or anything. And so I found this amazing service, Text Cortex, literally all of my YouTube videos now. Hey, I need these videos optimized for SEO to be found by the most people. What do? I put it in Text Cortex. It's my personal AI assistant, and it gives me a full-on YouTube description. It gives me tags as well, so I can put that tags, boom, put it out on the internet, put my blog post out. So consistently, I'm just on an output that's amazing, and that people can actually find my video.
YouTube's an attraction-based model, or if you provide the content, you do the selling on camera, you can reach a much broader audience. The leads are inbound. People call us and want to do business with us. The relationship is already intact whenever they reach out.
YouTube is a search engine. So if you have the correct SEO and the amazing wording, it can help your video rank better. So use Text Cortex, use your brain, and use systems that are gonna impact you in the long run. So go now. But real quick, please guys, please make sure you take the time to like, share, and subscribe. Go and hit the subscribe button so we can keep giving you guys content, so you guys can be notified as soon as we drop some news and information that's really going to help you. And then another thing, guys, and by the way, subscribing, it doesn't cost any money, nothing, no dollars. Just go in there, hit the subscribe button. Again, Spotify, make sure you download our episodes on Spotify. We are exclusive to Spotify because we are getting that deal. You know what I'm saying? We're getting that $1 million deal. So if you want to listen to the Rubasha Family Podcast, you have to go on Spotify.
If you really enjoyed this video, make sure to click here, and I'm sure you're going to love that one.